We make the big trombone at home, just like making carne asada. So one of our friends asked, like, will you do that for me for my kid's birthday? So we did it once. And everybody started asking, are you busy for this? Are you busy for next weekend? Can we book you for next weekend? But at the meantime, I was working in the cafeterias. I was a lunch lady. So I was a lunch lady, and in the afternoons or weekends, we were doing the tacos. And he's like, what about if you go to culinary school? You enjoy that, and you get more prepared, and maybe we can open a catering business or something. So we went to the Art Institute. I knew right there, okay, this is what I want to do.
Well, that was a clip from the season premiere of Eat Like a Local, featuring Chef Beatriz Martinez of Jalisco Restaurant in the Woodlands. Chef Beatriz joins us now with more on her journey from lunch lady to culinary school to catering business to now Jalisco Restaurant. We should mention you are a James Beard Award nominee. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Very happy to be here today.
So much has happened over the course of your career. You moved here from Guadalajara to Houston in 2001, and you got a job in Sci-Fair ISD as a lunch lady.
Yes, that was my first job for 8 years. I love it. It was great. I learned so much of the culinary area too over there that I just love it. It's a great part of my life that I will never change.
Tell us how you first learned to cook.
Well, cooking, I always say, it's always been on my veins and my blood because I grew up with my grandmother. She had a fonda, a small business, where I was helping. I was the older granddaughter. She had 8 daughters that they were the cooks. So it was just such a beautiful thing because everybody was laughing, talking, cooking. So for me, it felt like something very natural. And I have great memories of happiness doing that.
So food reminds you of family.
Yes, reminds me of family and reminds me of happiness.
Fast forward, I do want to ask you about culinary school and how that happened and how the James Beard Award nomination happened. Your restaurant today, Jalisco in the Woodlands, it features many of your grandmother's recipes. Yes. And I understand your grandmother had very specific instructions. You were not allowed to modify any of the recipes.
So when I started with the plans of opening the restaurant, I knew she never gave us the full recipe. You know, she always had her secrets. So I talked to her, I told her about it. I'm opening a business and I would like to have your recipes. And she agreed, but she said under one condition, that you have to follow the recipe exactly the way it is. So she taught me. When we opened the restaurant, she came because she wanted to try every single of her dishes, so we have to put each dish on the table for her to try. She approved all of them, and it's something very warm on my heart to know that she came and tried them. She's not with us anymore, but I know she's happy with what I'm doing.
I know she is happy, absolutely. And incredible she was able to see all your
that's
success.
Something great, that she got to try everything and see it.
Do you remember what went through your mind when you received word that you were a James Beard nominee?
You know, that was so amazing and almost unbelievable, and I have to learn from one of my friends' chefs, one of my best friends, Chef Ruben Ortega. He was the one that called me and said, congratulations. I was, for what? You know, it's like, what happened? So he told me about it, and it was just such an honor because I have always think to myself, that's one of my goals. One day I want to get that James Beard Award. And Jalisco is a new restaurant, so it was, for me, it was like kind of too fast, like to get recognized. So it was such a great honor. And we keep working hard for it, and I know one day we're going to get it.
You deserve it. You absolutely do. Take us back to when you were a lunch lady in Sci-Fair ISD. There was something inside you that wanted more, and I understand it was your husband who really pushed you to go to culinary school.
My husband has always been my backbone, always pushing me to be more, to do more. One day we were talking and he asked, like, where do you see yourself in 5-10 years? Because we were already cooking for friends and family, and they were asking for more and more. We opened a catering business thanks to that. And he said, if you enjoy so much the cooking, you know, why you don't prepare yourself? Why you don't go to culinary school? So we did. I went to culinary school. Then he pushed me to go back to baking and pastry degree, which I did. And in that time is when I got the scholarship to go to Spain, to the cellar of Can Roca, one of the #1 restaurants in the world. It was so amazing.
It's so incredible that you did all of this. At the time, you didn't speak English very well.
Exactly.
You didn't have a driver license. Going to culinary school is expensive, but somehow you made all of these things happen.
We figured it out. You know, it was when I registered the first time for culinary school, I didn't pass. My English level was so low. And I was crying and crying, and my husband is like, "What are you crying about? Go to school, learn English, and then you go back to culinary school. I mean, it's not a big deal." And I was like, "Well, he's right." So that's what I did. I went to learn more English, take classes of English, then I registered again in college, did my exams and all that, and I finally passed to be in the school.
Incredible.
It was good. It's been such a great journey. You know, I wouldn't change anything from being a lunch lady and all the steps when we were doing caterings in backyards. All that I think it's part of our structure that I wouldn't change for anything.
You worked hard and you did it.
We did it. It's been teamwork, you know. Of course, me and my husband, but now we have a great team that support our restaurant, and it just everybody has been putting, you know, his part to make this happening.
Well, Chef Beatriz Martinez, you deserve all the success and more. Check out what's on the menu at Jalisco Restaurant in the Woodlands. We are going to put a link on our website. And of course, you got to tune in to the season premiere of Eat Like a Local, which airs September 13th at 10 a.m. right here on KPRC2. Chef, thanks again.
Thank you very much.